All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. My name is Judson Powell. All right, here's what I want to talk about today. I've been talking about comedic spirituality. I'm going to take a break today, and I want to talk a little bit about some politics. Well, not a lot of flack, but I've been getting flack, because of course the young boys, they've been like hitting back at me about the whole voting thing, and I won't back down. They keep on trying to get, they give me all these philosophies and all this stuff that they got. All right. What I've been trying to tell them is, look, the numbers and everything don't substantiate what you're doing. That's why I'm not agreeing with Ice Cube. I'm not agreeing with Kanye West, except for on the masters and the royalties about artists. That I agree with. He's in the music business. I can agree with that. All right. But the whole Ice Cube thing, Ice Cube, he needs to just back off. I'm not saying that what he's saying is not true. I'm not saying that what he's saying is not valid. What I'm saying is that now is not the time. The timing is wrong for what he's trying to do. And see, I remember my dad used to always say, he said, you have to have talent, you have to have technology, and you have to have tact. So you have to be tactful, or you have to have a way of doing things, and the way you do things has to be well thought out, or else what? You'll lose. So this is a win-win. This is how you win. This is how black folks can win. Okay? So, and I'm not gonna call it necessarily an agenda, but I'm gonna call it a strategy. All right? In my opinion, and I've thought about this thoroughly, and I've researched it, everything else. This is not just words off the top of my head. This is coming from a place of deep thought. All right? Black folks, the first thing that you need to do is register and vote. Okay, register and vote. Register as many people as you can and vote. Our first step one is to get rid of Donald Trump, because he's not doing things in our best interest. All right? And so I'm just not, and all the Waka Flockas out there and all of them, they talk about, oh, my taxes is gonna go up if I vote for Biden. Crazy. All right. Whether you realize it or not, go back, look at the congressional record, look at all the data that's out there, and Republicans, the taxes go up incrementally as the Republicans are in office. Why? Because more burden, they give rich people all of the money, and the more tax burden is placed on the poor and the middle class. Fact. That is a fact. All right? They give rich people tax breaks, all kind of tax breaks. They get to do all kind of different things, and all of the poor people and the middle class people, guess what? All right? $1,200, like once again, during the stimulus, $1,200. That's what you got. Poor, middle class people got $1,200. Rich people got $12 million. I'm over exaggerating the 12 million, but it was like $1 or $2 million. If you owned a business and you were in a certain tax bracket, you got $1 or $2 million. That was their stimulus. Okay, it was supposed to stimulate the economy, which it has not, by the way. And then his other thing was that they made all of this, that they gave us, so they gave away all of this money. But what they don't realize is the money is not really there. All right, there is no money. Okay, so there's no money. It's like they're giving away money that we don't have. They're giving away stuff that we don't have, which is devaluing the dollar in the world. The dollar has gone down. Okay, the dollar has gone down, because people know that all they're doing is printing money. It's not backed by anything. So you can't just print money and you can't back it up, because what? A bill, a dollar, is a banknote. It's a banknote. I should be able to and I should be able to present it, and it's worth something. Well, the dollar has gone down versus the rest of the currencies that are in the world. So, not true. All right. Now, here's the other thing. All right. Not voting. We know from the 2008, 2012, 2016 elections, when we vote, we win. When we don't vote, we lose. All right. Next part, Democrats. Democrats have not done anything. You have to hold both parties accountable. Why? Here's the reason. When was the last time that the Democrats controlled everything? When was the last time that the Democrats actually controlled everything? They have not. So we know that the Democrats have not controlled both houses of Congress, the Supreme Court, and the presidency. Barack Obama, although he was a Democratic president, guess what? He didn't have a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate, and he definitely did not have a Democratic Supreme Court. Barack Obama tried to nominate a Democrat to the Supreme Court, and the Republicans across the board refused, right, to confirm him. Right? Same thing can be said basically for the impeachment. What happened? They tried to impeach the president. Well, he was impeached, but they couldn't remove him from office. Why? Because the Senate is controlled by Republicans. So you're going after the wrong people. You're going after the wrong people. Democrats haven't been in control of anything. Why? The reason why is because Democrats don't vote. You're not participatory in the system. Republicans are participatory. Just like we know that President Trump is not a good leader. We understand President Trump is not a good leader. We got wildfires burning in the Pacific Northwest. He had, he just acts like I guess is not going on. We got floods in the South. He's out playing golf, by the way. He's playing golf. Meanwhile, we got part of the country flooding. We got the other part of the country burning. And then we got the whole coronavirus, which is consuming the whole country. And why is it that we have all of these, we're supposedly the best country on earth, but our response to the coronavirus and our response to eliminating the coronavirus is the worst in the world. We have more deaths, more confirmed cases than any other country in the world. And we're not even one of the largest countries in the world. Numbers-wise, people's numbers-wise. So put that, think about it. The Democrats haven't been in charge of anything. So this black agenda, how do y'all think y'all was gonna get this black? Even if y'all voted Democrat, if y'all went and voted, how do you think they were gonna get any black agenda through anyway? You think the Republicans who would not impeach Trump, okay, even though he's in collusion, even though he's a traitor and he's treasonous, he's in collusion with the Russians? So really, you got to think, y'all. Start thinking. Okay, so here's the thing. Register people and get them to vote. The second thing is, then after that, once you vote and get these people in office, get the Democrats in office, then hold them accountable. You haven't done that. You're just everybody black is just walking around, Barack Obama ain't do nothing for black people. So how is he supposed to do something for black people when he couldn't even do nothing for himself? The Congress was completely Republican. The Supreme Court, look, we could take it all the way back to Al Gore. Al Gore won the popular vote. So did Hillary, won the popular vote. But guess what? The Supreme Court, it wasn't even the Electoral College. It was the Supreme Court that put him in office, that put Baby Bush in office. So you understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that all of this stuff is the Republicans. It ain't got nothing to do with Democrats because they haven't been in power. Even when Bill Clinton was in office back in the 90s, Bill Clinton did not. When y'all keep blaming Biden for the bills and all that, for the crime bill and all that kind of stuff. No, because the Democrats had no power. The bill was voted in by who? The Republicans. That's who it was voted in by, and it was requested by the Democrats. That's why Biden was writing the bill, because there were Democratic mayors, black, white, and Latino, all wanted crime off the streets. Because what? This was during the crack cocaine epidemic. So start thinking. It's like to blame the Democrats for the problems of the country is ridiculous because they ain't been in power. They have not been in power. Listen to me one more time. The Democrats have not been in power. And the only agenda that the Republicans have is to repeal everything that the Democrats did. The only thing that Trump has done during his whole entire presidency is try to repeal everything that happened during Obama's administration, or that helps out anybody who's an immigrant, who's poor, or anything like that. It's all they don't want you to have health care. They don't want you to have anything. You got when Obama was the president, you got Obamacare, you got universal health care that even covered pre-existing conditions, which is a linchpin that I think has to do with this coronavirus. All right, so stop tripping. Give them a chance. They haven't had a look. Democrats have not had a chance to legislate anything. So you think the Democrats? So you think with this, if they wouldn't impeach Trump, who's in collusion with the Russians, if they wouldn't impeach him, if they would vote for Bush, who clearly did not win the election, you got to understand this is partisan politics. You got to understand it, and you got to so after you vote, get some of these Democrats in office. You got to get them in office. They can't do nothing. You can't just say, oh, they haven't done nothing. They haven't done nothing because y'all haven't given you. The people give the people give the politicians the power. That's why Trump got to be president. See, he got that grass. He fooled y'all with the border wall. Oh, locking all these people. We got people right now. The United States of America got people locked in concentration camps. They down there, according to reports, they down there giving women hysterectomies, cutting their uteruses out. We down there. We got little kids. We got little kids in cages with no clean clothes. The United States of America. All right? So stop blaming this stuff on the Democrats. They were never in power. When were they in power to do anything? What power have they had? It's been like 20 years. It's probably been more than that. It's probably been since Lyndon Johnson. I mean, because look, they voted Jimmy Carter out. Jimmy Carter was a one-term president, and Jimmy Carter was a good president. But he was a one-term president. Why? Because the Republicans, they get together, they organize, and they take power. And that's what y'all got to do. So y'all got to get behind these people, vote for them, because y'all don't vote. Y'all don't vote. And then y'all want to sit up there and complain about what somebody did for you, what somebody did. It's not a one-sided thing. You got to be participatory. Apathy is not a strategy. To sit back on your butt and then say, oh, they didn't do nothing for me, that's BS. In fact, it's lazy. It's shiftless. Like, that's what they call you. That's what rich white folks call you. And they laugh. They laughing at you. So trust and believe. So then after you get them in office, then you hold them accountable. Then you hold them accountable, right? I don't know what I got on my lip. But hold them accountable. Right? Hold them accountable. Then you can say, oh, the Democrats, they ain't do nothing. I voted them in, and then they didn't do nothing for me. But they don't have no power. Even if you got the presidency, if you don't have the House and the Senate and the Supreme Court, you still ain't got nothing. Because whatever you do, you're gonna look. Bill Clinton struggled the whole time. He had a lot of the stuff y'all don't realize the way the politics. There was so much pork belly in most bills because what they were like. Oh, we're not gonna put your bill through unless you give us this, that, and the other thing. Because they know how to play the game. Y'all don't know how to play the game. And then after you hold them accountable, if they don't do nothing, then the next time around, vote them out. But get participatory. Sign up as many people as you can. Go to the polls and vote. Y'all went to the polls when Barack Obama was running. That was because he was black. But y'all got to realize that it ain't about race. It's about what these people are going to do in a leadership capacity. It ain't because it ain't always going to be a black person. And then y'all jumped all over Kamala, everything. It's just a mess. But stop all this stuff about I'm not going to vote. And the most ridiculous one was nobody died so that you could vote. Somebody, these guys, because these young guys be coming at me. I was like, man, go read your history. Go study. Anyway, with that said, go study. Fast 15 minutes is up. Fact, it's been up. Love you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you tomorrow.